Yeah, today I'm just humming it out. Hi, welcome to Talks with T. It's been a hot minute. Not that hot because we're back and better than ever. It's like what, been just 1 week, but we're back, baby. And I usually um either have like a theme or like I talk about my life. And honestly, this week has been eventful. Eventful. So I thought, you know what? Why not talk about this week? So, starting with a bang, I went to, well, first, skirt. Let me start with one thing. For a little bit, I think 2 podcasts ago, Carson, I said something about how life's been going good. So good. And I have the proof, I have the evidence. If you haven't watched it, watch like 2 episodes before this. And I literally was like, Carson, don't you think like something bad's going to happen sometime soon? And you know what? Isn't that irony? But life is actually good. I'm very thankful. I think that at the end of the day, you'll understand what happened. But you'll get to the end of the day, God is good. But I got freaking robbed. Oh my gosh. Like, welcome to LA indeed. But what is that thing where you do like the time thing? Like like the thing where you like zig it back. Yeah, let's pretend that. I don't know if you could do that, but if you can't, let's zig it back. So it starts off work has been so much fun. I love what I do. I love being in the entertainment industry. And hello, my hair. And honestly, with work, it was so much fun. I actually went to see Napa. Napa was amazing. I have like some comments about it. Like I will say I still think that like European wine is better, whether that's Georgian wine is phenomenal. I need to get you a bottle. Georgian wine is phenomenal, but I love, love, love Georgian wine. Obviously Italian wine is amazing. French wine is amazing. And so like one thing that I did like some of the wines, but it just doesn't compare. Napa was beautiful though. I loved the experience. There was like so many places that gave like the Tuscan vibe, but then at the same time, there were places that it's interesting to see how each winery like has their own unique thing. And so, I had a great time. I then proceeded to have an even better time having some coffee in the morning and friends. Carson's friend, Danny, stayed with us for about almost 2 weeks, and that was fun. And life was going great. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, it's stressful sometimes, but, in all of this during, with work, and Carson also is a hustler, our freaking ceiling starts leaking in our bathroom. I'm just like, wow. Then the next thing I know, some guy's putting a hole in my ceiling. And I'm just like, wow. That's the first start. I'm thinking to myself, honestly, with all the hustle bustle, I was like, I want to go, Carson, with you to Bakersfield because I actually love Bakersfield. So honestly, I need to show you the text threads of this. This will be so funny. So Sunday, wholesome. Me and Carson, I know Carson especially, but like, I'm someone that because I'm always involved, like I'm in LA, I like to get out, whether that's going to like OC, going to like Bakersfield, like I'll just go out. I was like, oh my gosh, let's go to Bakersfield. We had an amazing night, fell asleep in a movie. That's when you know it's good as TEONA falls asleep in a movie. Actually, no, I will like any movie. I watched like the first like 30 minutes and fell asleep because like I'm tired. But then we woke up. This is how the morning starts. Carson, I love this gym. This gym is so nice. So basically, I went to Carson's house. I was going to go from Carson's house to work. I go to the gym, and this gym was like so nice. And then I'm texting Kezia, who's one of my close friends. I'm like, you don't understand. This gym is nice. It's chilly. Like, I'm a fall girl. Like, the mood, and this is Monday morning, the mood that I'm in. I'm texting her text threads of like, it's so chilly, feels like fall. I love it. This gym is nice. I wish that all gyms could be like this. Then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna grab a pumpkin spice after this. Such a beautiful morning. And then I start getting fraud alerts. 30 minutes into my workout. And I'm like, the first fraud alert was Discover. Didn't think anything of it. Like, I was like, all right, like, we'll just cancel the card. Second one, TD Bank. I'm like, TD Bank? TD Bank? And then I see freaking TJ Maxx credit card being used in a freaking grocery store. And I'm like, it just clicked. Someone broke into my car. So I'm running to my car. And my whole window was shattered. And I was just like, damn, welcome to LA. I will say, shout out to Brian Azell. You are an OG. Like, that man, I don't even have a father. Him, you blessed. You are blessed. I love you, Brian. I love you. But he claims that I was really calm. I was. At one point, I looked at him and I go, am I going to get my bag back? He goes, no. And I go, okay. Personally, for me, I didn't care about and what's funny is they took nothing else. They literally just cracked my window. The bag was hidden under my seat. So they took the bag and ran, didn't pop my trunk. I had things in my trunk. I had like sunglasses and just took the bag and ran. I was like, well, at least it was like one thing, whatever. But could have been worse. That's how I'm looking at it. So, but it was just one of those things. I love how Cindy said this. It's just a headache. That's the best. So now we're at a point where I got to do the window, and then I find out today we have to take the whole door apart. I'm like, the whole door? Carson, did you know this? They had to take the whole door apart. I'm like, the door? It's going to be good. It's good. So that was my first break-in? My first break-in. We need to get a safe. I'm like, this is even crazier. So like today, like I'm already like kind of paranoid. I'm like, So I'm looking and someone's staring at me in like TJ Maxx, because you know what I do when I'm stressed? I go to TJ Maxx. Or you know what I do when I'm, that's what I do. Like, so I took a little break to go do that. It healed the soul. You know what was sad? Couldn't use my TJ Maxx credit card. But it's okay. I'm looking at someone staring at me. What a small world. My neighbor of like 17 years is staring at me and I go, from New York, from 59 Peacock Loop. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And I'm looking, I'm like, Ashley? She's like, I knew it was you. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? In freaking Burbank TJ Maxx, Then I FaceTime my mom, and my mom's like, oh my God, I knew, I see, so good, I told you. She's like, I know. So Ashley's a twin. So Ashley and Kelly personally, like, I could tell the difference. My mom took her a minute to tell the difference. But my mom goes, don't say anything. Don't smile. And this, like, Mom, what do you mean telling this girl not to smile? Don't smile. And she's like this. And she goes, Ashley. Like, duh. Like, I mean, at this point, we knew that she was in LA. Like, but she's like, I know my girls. I know. And like, it was like a very wholesome moment, because it's like, that was like wild. Like, that was like a casual Wednesday afternoon in TJ Maxx. I was like, oh, hey, but like she was looking. So I'm like paranoid. I'm like, what are you looking? Then it just clicked. I was like, no way this is happening right now. So this has just been like a really weird week, just really weird, and piling up with things. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Then there was something else that happened that I was like, But what's really funny is let's fast forward back to, yeah, what, did I just like, let's fast forward back. Let's fast forward back. Something's not right. Let's go back to what I was just saying about being robbed. On the treadmill, I promise to God. Now, granted, I already did put it out like something, you know, that's been going good. Promise to God, and Carson knows, and if anyone knows me, I don't lie when I promise to God. I'm sitting on the treadmill. Not sitting. Walking on the treadmill. And I'm like getting like this anxiety. Like something's like, it's like my body was telling me something. And I started thinking to myself, I was like, I just feel like something's gonna happen. Like, I'm thinking the worst about everything. Did not think that was the worst. Like, I'm thinking like, I don't know, getting fired for no reason, or like fighting with, like, I'm just thinking of like the worst. Like, my mind, the type of person, when I get anxiety, I overthink everything. So I'll be like, oh, like, this person's mad at me. Like, I'm telling you, like, one thing about me is like, once I get into like an anxiety mode, so my body is like already anxious, but I'm not understanding why. And so I just start thinking of like, I'll make situations up. I'll be like, like, you look at me the wrong way, I'll be like, and then that's when I was like, I need to stop. I'm literally like, I'm gonna put a sermon on about worry and anxiety. But my mind went to like something like, like, when you're up, you gotta go back down. So I'm like, something's gonna happen. That's when I started getting the texts like in the middle of a sermon. I'm like, shut up. This is crazy. But where, you know, again, for me, what really really bugged me was the idea of either being watched, or like, that was like, or I put my grandma's watch in my bag. And that was something that like, damn it. And another thing, a little fun fact, I am really big on like personal, like things that are sentimental. Like, you can give me, my best friend Marilena likes to say that shopping for me is hard. I think shopping for me is like the easiest thing because I love everything, unless it's something that's like, if it's like something that's high quality, I'm picky with that because I'm like, all right, well, like, why would you spend them like if I don't like it? But things like, for example, Carson on our graduation got me the microphone. He gifted me with the microphone that we used the first song that we ever recorded together, which was Broken Glass, in a box and everything. That was like, I'm sitting there and I'm like crying. I have pictures of me going, oh my God. I take like, you can, even better, Carson came to me with these flowers. And I like was like, thank you for like letting me host my friend. I could kill myself. like that was so, like, I just like, you know, so where's the story going? I'm rambling because, you know, why are you looking at me like that? So where's this going? So in my wallet, like, I don't care. Take my cards. Take the freaking wallet. I don't even care. Like, just take it. It's what, like a couple things in the wallet. Like, it wasn't the cards. You could always, you know. But one of the most things that I cherish till this day, even though they're out of my life, I was gifted. I was given a check. When I first got accepted to Berkeley, I was 17 years old. I didn't have even a microphone yet. Like, I was always singing, but never had any musical equipment. I would be using people's. And so when I got accepted to Berkeley, my ex-boyfriend's dad gifted, like, was like, I want to get you your first microphone. And so he wrote me a check to go buy a microphone. And I kept that check in my wallet since I was 17 years old. Like once I got accepted into Berkeley and I knew I wanted to do music. And to me, it was like a token of just like remembering like one of like the most life-changing things in my life. Like, I think that was like, it just added to it. And I kept that in my wallet. Like, it was brown. Like, that check be brown. That check be like crusty. And I think that and the watch, honestly, was like for me, if you asked me like, oh, like you were calm, but what made you sad? Those things made me sad. Like that made me like so sad. Here's a lesson. Like I think what also shocked me was like in LA, you'd never catch me ever leaving anything in my car because like I hear these stories, these like horrific stories. And I'm like, Bakersfield. Like me and Carson were just talking about it. I was like, Bakersfield. Like what? It's always where you least expect it, guys. Moral of the story. Never be comfortable. You know where comfort gets you? Nowhere. It's calling over comfort. Oh, and this is the best part. Wait, this is the best part of the story. I wish I was making this shit up. So Brian Azell, my guy, is me and him are like, I'm like talking out of my ass at this point because I don't really know what, like, I'm like, half of me is like not, I'm calm, but like, I'm not thinking. I can't think. So I'm like, so like at one point, like things that I know what to do, I'm like, what do I do? Like, so we're like, just figuring out the next steps. And all of a sudden, a guy comes out of nowhere from the, I wish I was making this up. I mean, to me, he sounded mad New York, not LA, but he was like, what happened? What's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. What is happening? The glass? Oh, my window? Oh. He's like, yo, someone broke into your car? And I'm like, you got me. You got me. And he goes, we gotta kill him. I was like, let's find him. Like, let's go. Like, you don't gotta tell me twice. He's like, you know who this is? I go, do I look like I know who it is? Like, if I knew who it is, like, I'd be driving with that window and glass in my car still. Like, bro, I don't care. He's like, someone had to get you. And I'm like, who? Do you know? He's like, we gotta find them. I'm like, let's do it. And then he's like saying, I don't even know. And then he goes, yo, you don't got cameras in your car? And I go, no, do you? Yeah, I got cameras in my car. And I'm like, well, can they help me? Like, I don't care if you got cameras. Like, can it help me? This is like literally like I just found out. Nah, I'm parked over there. Okay, sir. Then he goes, like, he's just standing there. He's like, at this point, he's also talking to your dad. Like, he's like, yo, can you believe this? What we gonna do? Like, yeah, like this man is talking to Brian Azell. Like, we gotta kill him. I'm like, oh my God, like what is happening right now? And his dad also knows that I'm like psychotic in some ways. Like I could snap at any given point. So the thing about me is like, I was calm and I am calm, but I'm also someone that like my eye be twitching at one, like if you catch me on a bad day or just like an annoying, like we'll get to the pumpkin spice because that's true. I really believe that. So then he goes, this is the best part. Still, like, you see me on the phone trying to, like, do a police report, and he's like, shawty, I saw you at the gym looking all cute. And I was like, thank you. Which part? When I found out that I got robbed and ran off the treadmill? Or, like, what part? He's like, can I get your number? And I was like, unless you're getting my number to report back to me about the stolen bag and who it was, go away. Go away. I was like, get away. He's like, girl, you have a good day. I'm like, I wish I was making this up. Like, I literally wish I was making this up. I was just like, I don't know if I should be impressed by the fact that this guy shot his shot like that. Like, that's dedication. But at the same time, I was like, okay. So that was that. Now with this week, there's, again, like, in the midst of all of this, you still got to, like, I've said this before, like, life doesn't just stop because, bad things happen. So, like, I had to, like, work. I'm doing all these things, and I'm, like, very calm. But, like, I think if you know me, you can tell, like, when, like, if you know me. Even if you don't know me, I feel like I'm just, like, I wasn't just bubbly. Like, depending on who, like, I'm just, like tired. But the one thing that really got me going is the pumpkin spice is back. it's like all over. Like fall is in the air. And one girl tried to ruin that for me today. One girl tried to be like, it's summer still. I know it's summer. My freaking red skin from the sun knows it's summer, Laura. That's her name, Laura. I know it's summer, Laura, but this is the one thing that's bringing me joy. So if I pretend that it's the fall, I promise you, Laura, it's the fall. You don't, I promise you, don't steal my joy. And I'm sitting there, Laura, and she's like, it's gonna be summer till like October. Like, it's gonna be hot. And I'm like, you know, Laura, I didn't fucking ask you. I just saw the pumpkin spice. I could cry right now. I could literally cry right now. I'm like, what is happening? Why is everyone trying to, why are you trying to kill my vibe? Like, and you know what? Here's the ongoing theme. It's every time I bring up pumpkin spice, I got fucking robbed after saying, I'm gonna get another pumpkin spice in the chill weather. Bam! No, you're not. Oh, let me get some pumpkin spice creamer. It's gonna be summer till October. Like, what? Okay, Laura, like, for someone who has a lot to say, you're in like long sleeves, Laura, so why don't you take that off if it's summer? Because you're giving fall, you're giving chilly, and I'm the crazy one getting pumpkin spice in August when you're in the freaking sun with like long sleeves? What? Absolutely not. I will not be. Put some respect on my name, please. So yeah, I almost like, honestly, my vocal teacher from like anywhere, honestly, any vocal teacher I've had saw me right now, they'd be very concerned for me, but they also understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, so honestly, that was today. It's just been crazy. Oh, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about the door. I don't know what y'all be eating in LA to think that like taking the door is just a casual maintenance. Like, does that look like casual to you? So I'm pre-told, oh, you're just gonna have to like just change that one plastic. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But you know me, like I just said, I always have this anxiety. So something's gonna happen, something's stirring up. So I go, blah, blah, blah. This guy looks at it. There's 3 men looking at this one little dent, 3 men. Evaluating. I'm sitting there. I'm like, why does this take 3 men to do this right now? Bro, you don't see that? We got to take the door off. Like, the inside of it's dented. The inside. He's like, yeah, you don't even got to worry about it. Like, it's going to be okay. Like, it's just a casual. Like, we got to replace the door. Oh, okay, Tony. Let's just replace the door. Like, is it a casual thing that we do in LA? Let's replace the door. The door is fine. It's that look. This is why I don't believe like one little like, you know, like they say about icebergs, glaciers. You see a little tip. Look what happened to the Titanic. It wasn't, that guy was wrong. They're all dead. You know why? Because they just saw the tip. You can't think like that. The glacier or the ice, I keep saying glacier, the iceberg was like the size of all of LA. So obviously, look what happened. So yeah, that, you know, again, God is good. I'm good. But it could have been worse. Could have gotten robbed at gunpoint. I'm well aware. I'm so and there's a lot of things also aside from just robbed at gunpoint that could have happened that I'm aware of. And I'm just like, honestly, it could have been so much worse. And I'm thankful for that. And I always see God's goodness through that. But I'm like, in where I'm at, I think it's more just like how Cindy says, it's just a headache. It's a headache. And I'm also someone who likes to I get shit done. Like I like to I make lists. I have lists. know me. Carson knows me. You don't gotta tell me, like, you tell me once and I'm all right, let's do it. I just want to, like, I like to get things, I don't like to wait. I like to get things done and I like to do it well. And so when that's like stopping, like little pause, like, no, you can't do all this at once. Oh my God, I want to like, Laura, yeah, I would have hopped Laura right there and then. I would have seen my joy like that. Like, oh. But yeah, that was that. So on the brighter note though, I'm going to Puerto Rico and a lot of people tell me this will be fun. And you know, I've been going back and forth. This is the final verdict, Carson. You'll get your verdict. Because this morning I was really leaning towards I'm not going after I found out that my door needed to be taken off. But then I also found out that they are going to do the door when I'm away and they'll have it done by the time I get back. So that's great. Don't need a rental. So that's the one thing. But my brother, Carson, a couple of people said, why would you let that person steal your joy? And I agree. Like life keeps going and you just got to take it day by day. That's what I'm doing. Day by day. And I'm not going to let someone rob my joy, even though I'm ready to, if I'm walking in Bakersfield, Carson, and I see someone with that bag, I'm just like, give me my check. That's all I want. Give me the watch. I'm convinced it's like an old lady, even though some people disagree. It's always the least expected. It's like a babushka, just like casually like. But anyways, so that was, you know, my week. I'll be on a tropical island soon and sipping a pina colada at this point. Like, you know what also I realized? I'm going to tell you something. I am very vocal about the fact that I have insecurities. My insecurities have always been like image, just because like obviously ladies, all my ladies, just my neck. Okay, anyway, sorry, just zoned out for a second. Like, oh, I'm going to zone out again before I talk about the insecurities. Someone also texted me on the day that this happened and was like, hey, how are you? And I kid you not, it took everything in me to not be like, I'm good. Casually just got robbed. I'm good, just got robbed. How are you? Like again, I'm the person that will make jokes in the midst of it. The TD Bank thought that I was psychotic because I'm just laughing at some points because I'm like, I'm crying, laughing, like, you know, I am the wrong person to like go somewhere serious because I will try to make it. I see good things about it. My mom said that was really good of me. Anyways, back to the insecurity. So the insecurity, I've always struggled with like an image because obviously, hello, the world that we live in, like there's always this comparison. Why is my hair like Carson? Like you just see my hair. Like I'm so sorry. So, I think in this, I realized that as cheesy and cliche as it sounds, there are more important things than that. And part of me is just like, screw it. Like I was like, I'm ready for In-N-Out, a burger. I don't even care anymore. Why am I beating myself up? You know, go back and forth. But that's like really what my mind really went to that. But overall, we're good. You can't bring me down. I'm invincible. Like, you can't bring me down. That's gonna be my next song, honestly. I'm gonna write a song about my haters. But I knew I had this feeling. But you know what? You could only move upward now. Or you could stay the same. I'll keep you posted on that. But honestly, next time you see me, I'll be tan, maybe relaxed, and I'm still me. I think this was a really funny podcast. I'm trying to think of anyone else like really. Oh. And then Starbucks tried to lie to me. I used you in this conversation pretending that you still work. Ready? You're talking to a pumpkin spice fall queen fanatic. I used to have a man named Zay literally text me every year since middle school when Dunkin' Donuts had pumpkin spice. Because I was a Dunkin' girl. America runs on Dunkin' because I'm from the East Coast. Now I do like Starbucks, but I'm just saying, like, the America runs on Dunkin'. So Zay used to text me usually it was August 19th. It's back. We got the supply. Don't lie to me. I know y'all be getting that shit like way in advance, way before September. So I know the secrets. And what do? I go to my local Starbucks and I said, I know you guys have it. I know y'all be having it. He's trying to lie to me. I was like, he keeps lying to me. Then I go, my friend works at Starbucks. Like, I know I know you guys have it. His eyes get wide. I'm like, yeah, just give it to me. I want your pumpkin spice. I don't want anything else. I want your pumpkin spice. I go, you know, I wrote a song about love inspired by coffee. Like, you know how that song came to be? Because I wouldn't shut up about pumpkin spice in my songwriting class in Berkeley. So I wrote a song about it. So then he goes, I got you. Yeah, that's right. You do got me. So then he goes in the back. He's like, oh, it's not out. He goes, wait, let me see if it's. He's like, we have it, but it's not labeled. I was like, well, don't label it. Just lie. So he puts mocha as my order. It wasn't mocha. It was pumpkin spice. He did me good. He understood. I liked him. I like that man. That man made my day. Thank you. Not like you're gonna be one. If you know, you know. But yeah, so overall, that's that. I don't know. Like, Carson, do you think we should be locking our car? I did lock my car, by the way, but I had a really good argument, a good conversation with my friend that's been robbed. Like, well, her car broken into like 5 times. She just started freaking leaving her door unlocked because, like, she's like, I'm done with the freaking broken windows. And I think that's a fair point. What do you think? I think just like at this point, like, just go in my car. I'm not going to have anything in there now, but like, go in it. Just a shattered window. Come on. I really believe it takes someone so low to break the window. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, but yeah, that was that. I'm okay. Like I said, next time you guys see me, I'll be tan. And maybe not so. But you can't steal my vibe.